All right, so here's my demo. So my demo today is designed to show you how to create minutes in the format that you like using ChatGPT. It would also require you to have some other kind of recording system to facilitate this process. And so what I like to do is every time that I have a meeting, for example, I had a data governance committee meeting this morning, is I record my Microsoft Teams session. Again, each member is notified that they're being recorded. And after you record it, you'll notice that you get two files in your calendar. You also get a video of that recording. The first file is the transcript, which is the direct, talking points, everything everyone's saying in the meeting, and then the attendance. With these two files, I can create the minutes in the format that I want. So in order to save time, I've already downloaded the files, which I've highlighted here. And in ChatGPT, I created a prompt using the craft model, which tells me about context, role, format, tone. In order to better visualize it, I created a Word version. Essentially, what I tell it, all of the wording, I've populated it over, several months, etc. I've just tweaked it to be perfect. But the one thing that I do change is always the things that are highlighted in bold. So in this case, I literally just put in what the date of that meeting was. Actually, this is highlighted too. What the committee was and the date of the next meeting, date and time of the next meeting. And then I give it my role. I act as an experienced assistant, etc. My audience, which is the University of Mount St. Vincent Data Governance Committee. And then more importantly, the format that I want to use. So I give it all of this information. I want the title, meeting, date, location, who prepared the minutes, attendance, etc. I also give it some other instructions on how I would want the data to be created. Uh, Lastly, I want to create an actions items table, as well as I wanted to create a downloadable file in this exact format. So the date of the meeting, right, in this format, and I give it an example. The tone, again, I want it to be friendly. And then the task that I'm using is essentially allowing it to use the transcript and the attendance report to generate formal minutes based on the instructions I gave it. But then if there's any discrepancies in terms of dates, in terms of times not matching, I want it to flag it for me as well, which I added in these instructions here. So once I've created that, I've pinned this ChatGPT prompt, and you can generate minutes using that. Now, if you want to create a new one, you can go to new chat. I'm just going to copy and paste all of this information here. And I now have the instructions to create minutes. Now, the next thing I have to do is load the two files. So I'm just going to just drag them in. You can always hit the plus sign to choose them as well. But since I have them highlighted, I'm just going to drag them in. And it's going to use these two files to create the Data Governance Committee meeting. I purposely used, by the way, the wrong date from the instructions that I gave it. So this file is an attendance report from June 23rd. This file is the data governance meeting from June 23rd, so that's 2 weeks ago. And I want to show you what it does. So instead of the best results I always get when I use the high intelligence, but because we don't have a lot of time, I'm going to use instant intelligence so I can get something generated quickly. I'm going to run it. And once I do that, it should be able to create the minutes and even tell me that there's a discrepancy with the dates that I chose. This should take only a few seconds to generate. While it's doing this, I just want to mention that I I have pinned my instructions for this so that all I need to do is keep reusing the same prompt and just changing the dates. So I pinned it here on the left menu in ChatGPT so that I can always reuse it. All right, so the results have come in. As you can see, I have a discrepancy. It noted that I requested it for July 7, but the transcript was for June 23rd. And it's not going to produce July 7 minutes, so it's going to produce June 23rd minutes, which is correct. And here are the minutes. Here's the attendance, action items. Here's the action items table I asked it to create, along with the dates for the next minutes. More importantly, here's a downloadable Word document that I can just click on and download, and then I can open it, and here it is. Now, if I wanted to get more granular, if you don't like the blue coloring, you can tell it always created in black font, etc. But this is how you can create minutes that look the same for all of your committee or department meetings all the time. And this only takes a matter of a couple of minutes every time that you do so. Right, so this concludes my presentation.